Imagine if Luka Doncic and SGA teamed up. Today we're going to find out by giving every draft class their own separate team to create one massive 32-team tournament. We have 32 teams ranging from 1960 all the way to 2025. But before we get into the tournament, we will run an 82-game regular season to determine seeding, where the MVP is actually Stephen Curry from the 2009 draft. But the number one seed is the 1996 draft, led by Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, and Allen Iverson, where 1984 finishes as the second seed, led by MJ, Hakeem, and Charles Barkley. A stacked 2017 draft finishes at 3, led by Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and Bam. 2018 is next, and they have Luka and Shea on the same team. Where at 5, it's 2003, who have a big three of Wade, Melo, and LeBron. 2009 is obviously stacked with Stephen Curry, Harden, and Blake Griffin, with 2023 led by Wemby finishing at 8. Ant, Halliburton, and LaMelo Ball finish at 10, and 2007 is led by Kevin Durant. Cooper Flag leads the 2025 draft to 17, and the oldest draft finishes at 18. With Kawhi and Kyrie finishing at 20. At 25, it's an underrated team with Tracy McGrady and Tim Duncan. And Embiid and Jokic finish at 31. Where in dead last is the 1995 draft. And so the full bracket is officially set, where the number one seed will be the first team to play. And usually in my tournaments, the top couple seeds have a bye. But in this one, there are no byes, meaning the top seeds will play in the first round. And 1996 immediately asserts pure and utter dominance on the 1995 draft, whose only star is Kevin Garnett. Up next, 2022 would have their shot at the tournament in a tough battle against the 2025 draft. 2025 versus 2022 is the first game we're going to be watching here. Dylan Harper driving inside. Tough bucket is missed. That's great defense from Dyson Daniels. Here's Chet now. Chet Holmgren all the way. Great pass to Jalen Durant as he gets a slam dunk. Will we see Cooper Flag get some touches here? Or is it all Dylan Harper in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter? Misses again. Great pass to Jalen Durant, who just keeps getting slam dunks. 3 seconds. Good defense from Shaedon Sharpe. That's a tough shot. Good for the 1-point lead. Paolo Banchero, obviously the rookie of the year from this draft class. Let's see what he can do on Cooper Flag. Pull up three-pointer, no good. 2025 has a chance to take the lead. Sizing up Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. Last chance opportunity for 2022. Paolo, 3 seconds, spins. Tough shot is missed. And so the 2025 draft is headed to the second round, where they'll have to somehow beat the number one seed. Up next, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and JoJo White get ready for their first round game against 2008. And this will go down to the wire. Here is Team 1969. They have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the post with Roy Hibbert on him. Roy Hibbert actually playing good defense and plays defense twice as he gets a stop. Here's Westbrook now for Team 2008. Kick out to Derrick Rose. This team is led by this backcourt duo. I don't know why Roy Hibbert is even shooting the ball. Again, trying to take advantage of Roy Hibbert as he draws the foul. Steps it back just a little bit, takes it inside. Floater, alert for Derrick Rose. 2008 have the lead. This would be a massive upset if they can pull it off. That is poor defense from Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert screen. Rose to the basket. Tough bucket is missed. Allen the rebound, and here they come. Bingo Smith driving all the way for the layup. Driving. Kick out. Nicholas Batum for the tie. Knocks it down. They find him in the post. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the win. Buckets. 2 seconds remaining. Still a little bit of time here for 2008. And it's 1969 who takes care of business in a tough battle. JoJo White dropping a huge 21 points. Whereas Wemby and Amen lace them up. We have a third close game. This one, though, going down to the last shot. I'm surprised that 1997 didn't finish higher. Chauncey Billups, T-Mac, and Tim Duncan. 2023 is playing remarkable as T-Mac gets to the rim and draws the foul. Wemby on the cut. They find him. and he finishes the layup. It might be just because of how unstoppable Wemby is. Drives. Tough bucket. Misses. Grabs his own rebound, though. Kick out. Keith Van Horn for three. Misses as well. Screen comes from Amen Thompson or Asar. I can't tell which one is on the court. Wemby misses the midi. Another three-pointer. He needs it. They get it to go. All of a sudden, it's a two-point game. Setting a screen and pops Bilal to the basket. Great defense. Grabs his own rebound, though. Scoot Henderson. That's almost stolen by Tim Duncan. 5 seconds to get a stop, and then they need a bucket. Brandon Miller for three. Misses. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Tracy McGrady for the tie. Gets it to go. I feel like we've seen almost every game go down to the last shot, and we're about to see another one. Wemby tries for it. Misses. In overtime, 1997 has a very small lead, but then this would happen. 4 seconds. Are they even going to try to go for three? Now he tries to go for the tie. Puts it in. Are you kidding me? I thought that was going to be a completely failed possession. Double overtime will come down to one final shot. 8 seconds. 7 seconds in the fourth quarter. That is for the win. T-Mac misses. Wemby grabbing hold the rebound. And so, after a grueling first round bout, it will be 2023 who avoids the upset. Amen having a great defensive game, whereas they advance, they need to stop Kareem and 1969 in round two. One of the most iconic NBA drafts is next, and this, of course, is the infamous 2003 NBA draft, featuring LeBron, Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and Chris Bosh, all picked in the top 5. Many NBA fans feel this is the best draft of all time. In the meantime, this is our first technical upset, as a 2021 draft filled with some of the best young stars in the league, like Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, and Scotty Barnes, plays amazing against 2007 and has a good chance at making waves in this stacked tournament. They will need to beat the legendary 2003 draft in round 2. As the 2001 gets ready, this matchup comes down to one final shot. Both of these drafts are incredible, one from the early 2000s and the other from the early 2010s. Gilbert Arenas driving in on Jimmy Butler. That's a great pass to Joe Johnson as he finishes the layup to tie up the game. Screen comes from Tristan Thompson. Kyrie, great pass into Thompson. Does better defense from Pau Gasol. Gilbert Arenas, good pass to Zach Randolph. Misses. Driving in, Kawhi Leonard, tough bucket is good with the left hand. In a lot of these games, Pau Gasol screen, Gilbert, mid-range is good. 111, make a wish to subscribe to the channel, make that wish come true. I have not said that in a while. Kawhi now on the inside, tough bucket, misses. Zebo setting a screen, JoJo for the three, misses. Kyrie screen, Kyrie for three, buckets! It's another game! Coming down to the last shot. Gilbert, that's not a three. They need a three. What are you doing, Arenas? He didn't even try to shoot a three. He pulled a J.R. Smith. He had no idea what the score was. Either way, 2011 winning is technically an upset. Kawhi proving that this is the best team seeded 20 and above. And finally, it's the 2018 draft. This draft is thought of as one of the best drafts from the late 2010s. Featuring a brand new NBA champion and one of the best superstars in the league, plus an absolutely stacked bench with Trae Young, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Mikal Bridges. They destroy 2016 in a solid blowout, setting up a blockbuster matchup against 2011 in round 2. The 1987 draft had a lot of promise, but playing against 2017 would be a huge wake-up call for this bunch of guys. With their only superstars being David Robinson and Scottie Pippen, the 17 draft is one of the deepest in the entire tournament, and they prove it in this game as they blow them out and reach the second round. Meanwhile, 2016 is ready to strike, and they have a tough battle against Larry Bird and 1978. Two Celtics legends, Sabonis hits the screen, Brown for three, misses. Sabonis, though, grabs the rebound, it's blocked by Thompson. Richardson all the way for a slam dunk. Sabonis sets a screen. Siakam, good pass into Sabonis, missing the layup. You haven't really seen Larry Bird do much. Here's Reggie Theus taking it all the way as he knocks down the layup. Jaylen Brown now is going to take it in for the slam dunk. 16-second separate shot clock and game clock here. In the post, it's Bird. Tough shot as he draws the foul. Inside, trying to keep his team in the game. Great defense from Reggie Theus. Jamal does finish the layup. It's going to be Jaylen Brown. That's a deep one. Misses. Sabonis the rebound. Second chance opportunity. Jamal Murray knocks it down. There is only 1.8 seconds remaining, so it's going to have to be a full court heave from Jamal Murray. I thought that was going to go in. 1978 will be advancing in what is technically an upset. They will have to play the number 3 seed in New York Knicks, though, in the second round. The 1985 draft has a problem that many of the older draft classes have, and that is that they are not deep enough. As the newer draft classes with John Moran and Zion Williamson leading the charge, the 2019 draft is clearly a force to be reckoned with as they stop 1985 in their tracks and advance. It is finally time to watch Steph lace them up, where he has a tough first-round matchup with big men. Bradley Beal doesn't take the mid-range. Back out to Dame. It's stolen by Curry. Back into Curry in the post. I don't know what he's doing down there. Missing the layup. Takes it in. Damian Lillard drawing the foul. Curry now has a mismatch. Spins. Beautiful play from Stephen Curry. Trying to shove his way to play some good. That's unbelievable defense from Steph. Getting the block. Trying to ice the game here once again. Floater alert. He has fully taken over this game. And so the 2009 draft is advancing to the second round. And 1998 is one of the best drafts, but they have a tough battle versus Magic Johnson and 1979. Who they go to in the post. Good pass to Donaldson. Back out to Magic. Magic puts it in. Pull up mid-range. Paul Pierce. Bill Laimbeer sets a screen. Magic. Tough shot. Good with the left hand. Taking it inside. Misses. 5 seconds. Back to Moore. 3 seconds. Screen. This is going to be a wild three-point attempt as it misses. Picks up his dribble. Their whole tournament is on the line with this shot. No good. And this is the biggest upset of the tournament, as Team 1979 takes out one of the best teams by 6 points and reach the second round. Magic carrying his team to a tough victory. Shaq is about to get a wake-up call, because at this moment, the 2020 draft is probably the best draft from the 2020s. With superstar talent like Anthony Edwards, Halliburton, and LaMelo Ball. When I was setting up this tournament, I didn't realize how deep they are, as they stop a pretty good 1992 draft, which sets up a great game between 1979 and 2020. In the meantime, Giannis has to carry his team, going up against the oldest draft in the tournament. Schroeder on him, 7 seconds, spins on Dennis Schroeder, drives in, tough shot, misses. Driving inside, reverse layup is beautiful from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Great pass, Stevens gets the layup, keeping his team in the game. We'll see what 2013, how they answer now. Giannis, mid-range, that is not his game. He should be taking it in the paint every time. It's stolen by Oladipo. And so 2013 has reached the second round. Giannis dropping a huge 20 points in the win. And finally, MJ is here to end round one, where one of the worst teams in the tournament is putting up a fight versus the number 2 seed. Team 2014 is looking to make the biggest upset of the tournament with, of course, Jokic and Joel Embiid running the power forward and center. I don't know why Embiid's not in the game. Here is Jokic, though, trying to defeat Hakeem. Hakeem and John Stockton. Let's see what MJ can do here. Driving in on Zach LaVine all the way for a slam dunk. Backs in on Hakeem. Post fade away. Good. Jokic, the only light at the end of the tunnel for 2014. He's carrying this team right now. Barkley sets a screen. Michael Jordan step back. Mid-range. Misses. Marcus Smart the rebound, and here they come. Sprinting down the court, looking to take a tie. Misses. Hakeem playing some great defense. Jordan spins. Great pass. Hakeem Olajuwon, smaller defender on him. finishing the layup. Zach LaVine taking it in on Jordan. Inside. Zach LaVine not fearing Michael Jordan at all with that slam dunk. Back out to Aaron Gordon, now to Wiggins. 9 seconds, he takes the three, hits it. Still some time left here for 2014. Stockton should knock down both of these with ease as he misses one. 2014 can win it on a three. Marcus Smart. John Stockton, hands up, defense misses. It went down to the last shot, but it will be the second seed in the tournament advancing to the second round. Jordan putting up 33 in his first game. And finally, the second round is set. And just like how we started round one is how round two will start, with the number one seeded Bulls team continuing to completely destroy this young 2025 team that has a combination of 0 NBA minutes and are the first team to reach the quarterfinals. Up next is 2023, where after coming off an insane double overtime win, their confidence levels are extremely high as Wemby, Amen, and Brandon Miller ball out and blow out this very old draft class. They need to beat 1996 in a blockbuster quarterfinal matchup. As Cade gets ready for the biggest game of his life, an upset might be brewing late in the fourth. Here's TJ Ford, steps it back, trying to get a bucket, can't find it. Kick out to LeBron, his three-pointer misses. They, of course, have Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham. Nice little move inside, puts in the beautiful mid-range shot for Team 2003. Driving in on Cade Cunningham, tough pull-up mid-range is missed. 2003 is in trouble in round two. Jalen Suggs all the way as he misses. They go to Wade in the post. Smaller defender on him. Wade, post hook for the tie. Down the other end, probably the best player from the 2021 draft class. Scotty Barnes is wide open for three. Hits it. That was a huge bucket from Scotty Barnes. Wade's going to draw the foul. Cade Cunningham driving inside. He also draws a foul. They need a three. Wade's going to take it inside as he hits it. Still a lot of time left here for 2003. Wade, that's a tough three. No good. That was an interesting shot. And this is the biggest upset of the tournament as draft from 2021 has advanced to the quarterfinals. As Shea gets ready for the second round, this matchup is extremely entertaining. 1 point game, another upset could be brewing where another top 5 seed could be facing elimination as 2011 wants this bad. Driving inside, missing. Gets his own rebound, kick out to Kenneth Faried. He's not going to shoot that. Kawhi back to him. Leader of this 2011 team. Screen comes. Great pass to Faried. He should have went up with it. I don't know why he didn't just go up with it. It's blocked. Shea the rebound. Shot clock violation. It makes no sense. He's probably the best player on this 2018 team. Luka, tough midi, misses. That's great defense from Jimmy. Great pass to Kawhi. They're moving the ball perfectly right now. Great pass to Mitchell Robinson. Gets the dunk himself. Tristan Thompson sets a screen. Jimmy. That's stolen by Mitch. Very good defense. Back out Kyrie. Now it's Jimmy. Jimmy step back. Gets loose. Misses. And so the 2018 NBA draft survives one more round. Luka having a pretty bad game with 16 points. Either way, this sets up a great game between 2021 and 2018. Meanwhile, Larry Bird is about to get a wake-up call because this 2017 draft class is far too strong for a draft that's only stars Larry Bird, as Tatum enters the final 8. And this should be fun, as 2019 versus 2009 goes down to the wire. In a way, these two drafts that are 10 years apart are very similar. Both have a number one pick that was a high-flying dunker and a point guard that is very entertaining to watch in Steph Curry and Ja. Here's Curry, though. His three-pointer. Bang! And 29 seconds, Ja driving in on Curry. He's obviously not the best defender, as Curry actually plays good defense there to stop Ja. DeRozan now, 7 seconds here. This is a big possession for the 2009 draft. DeMar, that's his bread and butter. Misses the midi. Big rebound. Jordan Hill as he gets a slam dunk. 9 seconds. Hero sets a screen. RJ inside, gets an easy bucket to go. Harden, now he takes the three and hits it. The two best players in this draft have officially taken over the fourth quarter. And so 2009 survives for one more round. And this will be a great quarterfinal game. Meanwhile, Ant is ready to continue his run, where him versus Magic is very close. Double team comes, though. They're doing a great job double teaming him as they stop him. Here's Denny Avdia driving, mid-range, buckets. Once again, the double team is most likely going to come. Magic's going to get an easy layup here, though. That was poor defense. LaMelo has no business guarding Magic Johnson. Anthony Edwards, that's probably the icing on the cake as he misses. Magic again driving inside as he draws the foul. James Wiseman comes and sets a screen. Anthony Edwards, his mid-range, good. 5-point lead with 30 seconds remaining now. And so Anthony Edwards is headed to the quarterfinals, where if MJ in 1984 can win, we will have an Anthony Edwards versus Michael Jordan quarterfinal, and that's exactly what happens. Because Giannis is completely shut down by Hakeem as the number 2 seed makes a mark and reaches the quarterfinals. And so only 8 teams remain, where Wemby in 2023 is about to get woke up, because this 1996 team is not playing around in the quarterfinals. With far too much talent on their side, they reach the semifinals without breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, 2018 is ready to continue to dominate after a tough second round game, where 2021 did have a great run taking out the 2003 draft, but they wouldn't be able to stop 2 great teams in a row, as the 2018 draft is the second team to reach the semifinals. And this should be a great semifinal matchup. Meanwhile, 2017 and 2009 would go down to the wire. So the 2017 draft, I think that's stolen by Curry, not quite yet. Donovan Mitchell does go backcourt. Big possession for 2009. This would technically be an upset if the 6th seed can get past the 3rd seed. Harden, too good for Donovan Mitchell. Screen comes from Bam. Donovan Mitchell for 3, misses. DeRozan, the mid-range god. Blake Griffin is wide open. He's going to get a slam dunk. Fox for the mid-range. Buckets. Trying to take the lead back. It's blocked right into Curry's hands. He didn't take the 3. It's Blake Griffin who knocks it down. And so 2009 pulls off a huge win, whereas 1984 gets ready for their last quarterfinal game. Ant vs. MJ would be pure cinema. A minute and 40 seconds here. Stockton into Hakeem, who gets a slam dunk. So is Halliburton. LaMelo driving inside, missing the layup. Blocked by James Wiseman. Here is Ant trying to take advantage of the smaller defender. LaMelo gets Stockton leaning for the dunk. Into Otis Thorpe. Dunking all over Ant. 1984 might just be too big and strong. We haven't really seen Ant do much in this hop-in. LaMelo gets to the basket. Jordan gets a good look. Knocks down the mid-range. And so the 1984 draft, our last to advance, where now only 4 teams remain. And finally, 1996 is going to get challenged. This game going down to the last shot. Has Miles Bridges guarding him, taking it inside, bodies his way inside, and draws the foul. Missing free throws in the clutch. Doesn't feel like something Kobe would do. He does knock down the second to tie up the game. SGA takes it in on Nash, misses into Kobe. Kobe forces it up and misses. Smaller defender on him, and he's going to take advantage of it as he puts it in. Kobe gets to the lane. Luka, help! Kobe dunks it on Luka's face. Shea driving in, out to Luka. His three-pointer misses. Marvin Bagley the rebound, back out to Luka. Miles Bridges, his three-pointer. Bang! 3-point game with 26 seconds left. Bryant sizing up his defender. He's going for 2. Inside. Misses. Rebound. Allen Iverson takes the mid-range and hits it. Shea misses a free throw at the absolute worst time. It's going to be Kobe taking this big shot. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Kobe. He's going for the win. Bang! Kobe beat Bryant. Hits it with 1.8 seconds left. 1 point lead. They go to Shea. Shea, a very deep 3. Misses. Kobe Bryant has willed his team to the finals. Finally, we have 2009 versus 1984. This game going down to the last minute. Here is Steph. Jordan Hill comes and sets a screen. Curry for the tie. Misses. John Stockton playing some great defense. Here's Barkley now. Jordan inside. Jordan, good. Taking a 2-possession lead. We might have a 1 seed versus 2 seed in the finals for the first time in this channel's history. Curry trying to push his team back into this one. Misses another one. And there's no offensive rebounds this time. Olajuwon putting his moves on Jordan Hill. In the post. Unstoppable. Misses. Harden all the way to the basket. Good. Back out to Carter now. It's stolen by DeMar DeRozan. All the way for the dunk. It's a tie game. Once again, it's Hakeem. Immediate post fadeaway misses. 8 seconds left. Shot clock is basically turned off. Curry. Mid-range. Misses. No timeouts. Jordan from full court. We are going to overtime. In overtime, 2009 takes a pretty big lead and has vanquished the 1984 draft. And this final should be great between 1996 and 2009. Whereas the city of Chicago lights up, this game, of course, goes down to the wire. The final is finally here between 2009 and 1996. Steph driving inside, hop, step, tough shot, good. To this final after that huge game winner, and it's an offensive foul on Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Steph driving inside, misses. Jordan Hill has been getting a lot of rebounds during this tournament. DeMar DeRozan, 7 seconds here. Blake sets a screen and rolls. DeMar with 1 second hoisted up and it puts it in. 2-possession lead, but Kobe has been here before when he played against 2018. Kobe driving, tough shot, drawing the foul. Under a minute remaining in this game. This is a huge possession for 2009. Curry blocked. Pull up mid-range, misses. Huge rebound and the putback. We got a tie game. Curry, tough bucket, misses. All of a sudden, the number 1 seed has a chance to finish things off. Iverson to Kobe. Kobe bodies his way inside the paint and misses. Jordan Hill the rebound. Here is Steph. Blake sets a screen. Curry, good pass. Blake Griffin gets a slam dunk with 2 seconds remaining. Who's taking the shot? Sharif. That's a bad look. Wow, wide open. Wide open. He was wide open for 3. They ran an unbelievable play with 2 seconds left. But it's the 2009 NBA draft that are champions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the 2 on the screen right now. I'm out. Peace.